So good afternoon, everyone. I'd like to welcome you all to the virtual meetings today, and sorry for the short notice. My name is Chin Ho Yu, and I'm the General Manager. I'm sure you all know each other. And thank you for all coming. Here we have Miss Chrissy, who is manage the operation department, Miss Chan, who is our financial manager, and Mr. Nasmi, our marketing manager. Before we get down to business, may I ask, are there any apologies for absence in this meeting?
No.
No. Okay, that's great. Are there any amendments to be made?
No as well.
All right, here are the ground rules for today's meeting. First, please put your phones on silent mode while the meeting is starting. Next, you can propose maximum 2 motions in today's meeting. Everyone is encouraged to share your ideas. And everyone is also compulsory to join for the voting session, only one time vote for a motion. Before we discuss the main agenda, are there any matter arising?
No.
No. So let's begin. The aim of this meeting is to talk about the issues from the communication problem from our employee, the training and development fund, and the market competition. So let's start with the first agenda. The first item on the agenda is come from the communication problem from the employees with their supervisor. It also considered as a communication barriers when we notice that some of the employees, they can't understand well to their supervisor's orders. Some of them is, most of them is the foreign workers from the operation department. So this problem had prolonged the duration to complete a task. So today we are going to find a solution. So on what we can do on the supervision, or what can we do to let them will be more understand to their supervisor. So what is your opinion on this problem?
For me, I have a motion to make. For me, set a short-term target to the firm will be more effective to communication amongst employee. This is because long-term targets will be waste if we do not realize what is the cause of the communication problem exists. So seems like we not really have the effective plans now to in the communications problems. So why should we do a long-term target? So we can do it a short-term period within like 3 to 5 weeks, and can instantly notice the problem and find out the solution and fix it.
Okay, I got your point, Ms. Chan. To propose a short-term target to the foreign workers so that they can make it clear what their supervisor to ask them to do. So
I think agree with Mrs. Chan, because I didn't set the time and can also identify the main problem among the employees, so that we can recognize some solution for the problem. What causes of the ineffective communication amongst them?
So Ms. Chrissy is second to Ms. Chan's idea. And others, Mr. Nasmi, do you have any opinions on these ideas?
I think I disagree with the opponent. For me, I think it's better to highlight key issue and pinpoint critical area operation, because this will understand the truth that exists and the step of communication breakdown, with highlight the issue and that need to be solved. When we highlight this the key issue, our employee will be more clear about our intention. So uh, this allows us to target the most critical areas where there is a specific attribute such as timeliness or completeness, or an opportunity such as how supervisor communicate allow us to more prescriptive and get better result to get better result.
Oh, okay. Mr. Nazmi, do you mean we do for the training to the foreign workers?
No, not. It's better to if we have some problem or issue in, or we need to give to our employee test. I think we need to highlight to what our employees that we want to them to do.
Okay, I see.
So
Yeah.
thank you. That's all for me.
Okay. So you oppose to Miss Chan ideas. So before we do the short-term target, we do highlight the problem to the foreign workers so that they can be more clear and what we want to do, what the supervisor asked them to do in the production line. Is it?
Yes.
Okay. So now we have two motion in our mind now. First is we set a short-term target to the foreign workers, which is suggested by Ms. Chan. And second motion is suggested by Mr. Nazmi. Before we do the short-term target, we highlight some of the key points to the foreign workers so that they can be more clear and more effective in the production line. So shall we start for the voting session?
Yes.
Okay, if
Yes.
you agree to the first motion, please raise your hand. Okay, got two. Now open for the second motion. If you second to the second motion, please raise your hand. Okay, only one. So we will proceed to the first motion, which is suggested by Ms. Chan. We set the short-term target to the foreign workers so that they can save time in the production line. So it won't be wasted time and lower our productivity. Okay, I think that covers the first item. Now we come to the second agenda. Insufficient fund for workforce and training and in the development. Sorry, insufficient fund for workforce training and development. Due to the arising of digital business, our company decided to inject more computer works in the production line. But we found that many of our employees is undergrad in handling digital tools. So like last week, we have to an employee appraiser to assess their ability in the computer and control other machines. But the result is very satisfied because only 40% of the employee passed the assessment. Means that the other only 60% of employee is failed. So if we want to train all these 60% of employee, then it will consume a huge amount because our current budget can't cover it all. And what can we do for this problem?
I think I want to set a motion. My suggestion is move our training to online platform. So online training can cut our need to travel, venue costs, and often lower facility cost too. We can use some platform of software like Google Meet, Zoom, or WebEx instead of we need to do face-to-face seminar as like the usual. So when we do the online training, so it can save our time and cost. So I think with the online training, we can make a huge difference about our budget. So we can save a lot of cost to train our employee. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Nazmi. There's any other proposed or opposed to Mr. Nazmi opinions? He is suggest. Okay.
I agree.
I agree with as me proposed just now because I think it's very effective and it's I think it's everyone is familiar with the online
Online
things.
training.
Also, it's very beneficial and especially it's very useful like during this pandemic like this. It can be very useful for the company.
Okay. Ms. Chan?
I oppose with Nazmi ideas. I'm sorry, but although I'm a financial manager of Polishers, I very clear our company have insufficient funds in having them online training problems. Yes. So how about we consider using a micro learning ways? This is because approach and deliver useful and relevant content in bite-sized chunks, short videos, checklists, infographics, and even gives simple micro-learning formats that make training easier to consume. They have better ways to consume and learning by using micro-learning, and the time can be saved. They can learn in any times, not sitting in the online learning in a sufficient.
I'm sorry to
time.
interrupt, but what the difference between what Nazmi just proposed just now with the micro learning actually?
What Nazmi say is like we do online classes, like everyone need to into a Zoom meetings in a specific times, but in a micro learning we can like make for them a short videos, a checklist, or even a task for them to study and in their home or any free times.
But wouldn't it be like confusing for some for some category like the eldest, maybe there's eldest workers to use this kind of micro learning? Wouldn't it be hard for them?
Maybe, but I think that's a part of our task as a manager to
educate them using this micro learning, which I mean like,
yes,
but I think
and
will
can see them can successfully pass the task or not efficiently.
But I think it will cost more time to educate them. It will cost sometimes to educate them before the task completed. So I think it's better with Nazmi proposed just now.
Okay, Ms. Chan, may I ask, as you are handle our financial condition of our company, so
Yes.
why don't we try to find more investment or cut budget on other sides to cover up this fund for workforce and training as well? Because I think micro learning is good because the employees no need to sit down and from the start until the end if compared to the training. So maybe some of the way micro-learning is more convenient to online training. But the problem
Sure.
we face now is the insufficient fund. So do we need to find more investment or cut budget?
I think the first thing as a financial teams need to do is we need to be audit our audit reports to see whether to check out where's our main problems of insufficient funds. So as a financial manager, I will ask for some times to manage to analyze a full audit report to check the problems and come up with solutions.
Okay, that's good. So our financial department they need some time to do the analysis on the financial statement. So now we got two ideas. I got two motion on this agenda. First, so shall we start for the voting session now?
Yes.
Okay, if you agree to the first motion, which is suggested by Anzik Nazmi, it is online training to the via Google Meet and Webex or webinar to save the travel or office costs. If you agree to this motion, please raise your hand. 1, 2, okay, got 2. And if you agree to the second motion, which is suggested by Ms. Chan, we do the micro-learning, so they will be more convenient for the employees, and they don't need to sit down from the end to the from the start to the end. So there will be more convenience and choose the time flexibility. Yeah. If you agree, please raise your hand. Okay, so it is obvious we all will choose the first motion, which is suggested by Mr. Nazmi. So that's all for the second agenda. If nobody has anything else to add, we can continue to the last agenda. The final item on the agenda is the problem now we face in the market competition. Although we have opened the online platform for our business, and do many promotions to our products, but the total sales have dropped compared to last year. Maybe it caused by the COVID-19, and there's many sellers also turn to online business, so that we need to compete with them. Are there any strategies we may come in this meeting to deal with our competitors or rivals?
I think the first thing to do is to take care of our existing customer. Like maybe we can improve our customer services by being more responsive to their needs and expectation, considering offering low-cost extras such as credit terms, discount, or exchange loyalty scheme. It is cheaper and easier to take care of existing customer than to find a new customer. That's all for me.
Okay, thank you. Any other points?
I think I agree with this suggestion. So when we already have our target customer, so we need to make them to be more loyal to our brand. So I think we can do some discount or maybe some membership to give to our customers. So when we have some discount or membership, so our customer can get our product more with a cheaper price. So they will buy it again from us. And we also can look what the problem that our existing customer face. For example, during enough days, our government just now they we have MCO. So maybe our customers don't have uh, uh, don't have some money because some people they have work or they cannot go to store. So I think we need to find some solution to their problem. That's all for me.
Okay, from the point, so what is suggested by Ms. Chrissy and also second by Mr. Nasmi is we focus on our customer service. So get the potential, our existing customer or potential customer, what they need. So Ms. Chan, do you have any ideas about this problem?
Yes. Although I think that's a pretty good ideas from Miss Christy and Mr. Nasmi, but I don't think that's the only way we have to do. My opinion is we can identify our customers. It's like not cheaper price or promotion is not only the ways to attract customers. We need to identify what the customer really needs. The customer behavior will change time by time and like dramatically. We need to find out what's the importance of our customer right now. Is it promotions or cheaper price will attract them? I think we need to do a very good report or survey about this to identify what's their really needs. Like examples, Lamborghini is not cheap. They also do not do any promotions at all, but they always the best car that attract customers all the times. So I think the first thing we need to do is identify our customers. Thank you.
So the first thing is identify to our customer. And what's the difference to the idea suggested by Ms. Chrissy? She also can target our customer, understand what is their needs.
It's like we not only put our targets in our existing customers, customer that out of our circles is also yes, is also a part of our potentials customers. So I think we need to work hard for finding more potentials customers or more markets out of our comfort zone.
Yeah, okay, this is a good point from both of you, but I worry about our stocks from the warehouse because due to the COVID-19, just now I'll say our total sales have dropped compared to the last year. So there are many pet foods we couldn't sell to the customer. So how can we do for it? Like we can help the big mega sales to find more profits from it. Then we will compete to our competitors or rivals.
Although mega sales is also not bad solutions, but we can also do some like donations to some charity. There are lots of cats or dogs on the streets. They need our help. I think it's a pretty good idea for donate them and also a very good marketing strategies so far.
So
Yeah, I think Miss Chan got the point by attracting the community by doing some charity, but I'm afraid about our financial. I think it will cause us
yeah, because we have the insufficient fund.
Which affected our financial company. I think.
Yeah, why don't we use the fund that in our marketings to use to donate them, because it's also a marketing strategies. We just like put the money into different
Different
points
way.
yeah, different way.
But I think
I
it's
agree with
not. I think it's not a really good idea by doing, but maybe it might be a good idea by doing a charity, but not during this pandemic. I think it's better not. I think it's better by doing a promotion. At least we get some back to cover our financial. To cover back our financial, and then we can use some of our financial money to do some marketing.
Oh, you
And-
mean we need to increase our cash flow?
Yeah, because just now what we're talking from the previous agenda, you're saying that as a financial manager, we face some problem in our financial.
Yeah.
So I think maybe we can do some promotion. It is also attracting others by doing promotion. Also attract. We can use the media social to spread the news that our company doing the promotion. I think that will attract a lot of people also, especially during the pandemic, because most of the time people will spend their time at home with their pets.
Okay.
What do you guys think?
I think we can do it
I
both ways.
think
Okay, Mr.
I think
Nazmi.
about I think I really love about that idea we do the donation, because when we do the donation, so we can increase our image, company image and reputation. So people look us, and we can find a new customer when we do a donation. Because when during this pandemic, maybe we can known as a company that help pet help the pet with give them foods, then and if we post it on social media, on Facebook, Instagram, so maybe
Mr. Nazmi means if we do a donation program campaign, we can improve our reputation. So if we do promotion, if we succeed to do a big mega sales like what Ms. Chrissy suggested, then we also can improve our reputation by media social, our online platform. We also can improve our reputation instead of the donation program.
maybe I think how about we combine both of ideas.
Oh,
Maybe we
yeah,
can do
yeah.
we can do a promotion. Example, buy one free one. So people we attract with our promotion, then they buy. At the same time, we can use some of their money to make a donation. So when they buy, they also our customer also make a donation to pets, so that we can for that
I think I get what Nazmi was trying to say. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think I get what Nazmi is trying to say. By using buy one free one, and maybe from the buying, 5% from the buying we send it for the donation, like that, right?
Okay.
By combining promotion
so
and
we
donation.
can get a profit.
Okay.
Okay, we can get profit. At the same time, we can do our charity to increase our reputation. So I think this is a good point.
Okay. Now you guys already did a good discussion on this agenda. So let's not get too far off topic here. So because we want to do voting section now. So now we have 3 agendas in our mind First is the customer service. We can understand what is the existing customer or potential customer needs, which is suggested by Ms. Chrissy. If you can second to this agenda, please raise your hand.
Sorry.
Yeah. So is okay, sini apa lah? Sini Angie sekejap lah. Sebab sekarang ada 3 agenda. First agenda is customer service. Second agenda is donation. Donation suggested by Ms. Chan. And the third agenda is suggested by Mr. Nazmi, which is
motion, not agenda, motion.
Motion, yeah. So Angie sekejap lah. Sorry, it's sini Angie. So now we start for the voting session. First, the motion suggested by Ms. Chrissy, which is the customer service, so that we can understand the existing customer or potential customer, what is their needs. So if you agree with this motion, please raise your hand.
Chrissy, you need to raise hand. Is your motion?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because everyone got one time only vote. It doesn't matter. Yeah. And the second agenda, which is the donation suggested by Ms. Chan. If you agree with this motion, please raise your hand. Okay, only one. And the last motion is suggested by Mr. Nazmi, which is we combine both of the first motion and the second motion. Second motion. If you agree with this motion, please raise your hand. Okay, Ms. Chan, you already raised your hand for the second motion. So this third motion, we have 2 votes. So this obvious is what? Now we will choose the combine both of the motion to to solve our market competition. So before we adjourn, let me just summarize the main points. We discussed the communication problem from the employees. So we'll set the short-term target to solve the first agenda, and for the second agenda, we'll choose the online training to solve the second agenda. And for the last agenda we discussed just now, we will choose the third motion, which is suggested by Mr. Nazmi. We combine both of the agenda. So right now, that's all for today's meeting. Are there any questions before we adjourn?
No.
No, that's great. I like to.
No.
So now we will adjourn this meeting, and our next meeting will be conducted on the next Saturday. So thank you all for attending. That's all for today.
You.
You.